This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Frank, there really is nothing quite like it. The old course at St. Andrews, and you know the old course is old when the new course is 100 years old. You know you're in a place that is bathed in history.
Yeah, the fact that they can't really figure out who exactly designed the old course, it just evolved. And the true, if you look at a scorecard, the fact that you go out and in, it's designed purely around St. Andrews because 9 holes are out, then you turn around in the loop and come all the way back to the clubhouse. So the amazing thing is you actually can, if you get lucky, play 9 holes with the wind behind you, and if fortunately with the tide it turns, you can get 9 holes with the wind at your back as well.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, this first hole, all about the swoke and burn.
Yeah, it cuts in so close to the front of that putting surface. If there's just a puff of wind, then all of a sudden that burn that you could just step across very much comes into play.
That's well played, and now a good look at birdie. Hunter Mahan, second shot. This is a good-looking shot.
Second shot.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Continues to putt beautifully. There's a birdie putt now for the 2014 U.S. Open champion, Martin Kaymer. 1 under early in the round. Will make birdie if this drops. Has the putt, and now at -1. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but the left is always the safe side of the golf course, but the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. No fairway here, this one in that rough. He'll need to be strong with this. So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. In the greenside bunker here, Frank. Nice to go to the beach, but not too often, we hope. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie. Oh, this is a huge putt. It's in.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So 2 under early on. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Solid par to remain 1 under. At the third hole now, Frank, it looks relatively easy, but you know there's some danger lurking somewhere out there on the old course.
There is. There's the pot bunkers down the right side. This is a tee where really you want to have an idea where that wind is coming from. If it's into your face, you might want to be a little cautious and go towards the middle of the golf course. But if it's behind you, well, then it's worth challenging that right side.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Second shot now on the way for Brandt Snedeker. Birdie try up next. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. This won't hurt him, Frank.
Just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a two-putt, well done.
Getting set now over the putt. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Birdie chance here. Very long putt though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
This would give him the par. How does that stay out?
I have no earthly idea. Let's crawl that. Hole's round. Ball's meant to go in.
It's a -2 early in the round. Got it for par. So they'll tap in. Now at 1 under for the round. Frank, the challenge begins to intensify here at the fourth.
Yeah, a bit risky if you try and hit it down the right side. Just about every player I've seen over the years has sort of aired a little bit to the left. That's a safer tee shot, but it does set up a very daunting second.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Frank, ball is in the rough here. What are the problems on this next shot?
Well, this is really where the skill level comes in. A good part. This is where the good player separates himself from the rest.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, this one is veering far to the left. And setting up here in the rough. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Third shot, looking for a good one.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Locked in on the read and the speed. Never a bad score on the card. That's par. Snedeker for par. Good stroke right there. That's a par and stays at 1 under. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Two under par for the round. Par fives, this is where players look to make the move in a major championship. How does this fifth hole par five measure up, Frank?
Well, if you can avoid the bunkers, they're actually left and right, but especially that little group of 3 bunkers, then it sets up well. It'll be a blind second shot, but you try and guide your second shot between the 2 bunkers on the hill in front of you, which are called the spectacles.
Frank, this one's headed way right.
And rough trees, all sorts of problems on that right side.
Frank made this hole just a little bit harder hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Second from an excellent lie. That approach shot is well to the left, but still, he's on the putting surface. Now the third shot for Snedeker. Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. Could it be? Sinks it.
Unbelievable.
Settles in over the putt. This is a birdie try for Snedeker. Now 2 to the good side. He has this for par. Nice par to remain at 2 under. Now to the 374-yard par 4 sixth, another scoring opportunity.
Just be very careful of the wind conditions here because that'll affect the strategy off the tee, but bunkers left and right to be avoided. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Not quite where he was aiming. That one far to the left, but still on the green. Setting up for the approach, this player in total command.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The decision-making, club selection's been spot on, but the execution, the swing, is really what I'm admiring right now.
The second shot now to the par 4. Just a bit left of the hole location.
Should still be okay.
Just want to nestle this one down to within a couple of feet. It's a good-looking putt right here. You might like it.
More than a bonus on the scorecard, that.
This is a long birdie putt here. Requires good judgment of the speed and the line. Just try to lag it down there. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well done, and 3 under for the day. Did the job right there. Now, 7th hole here at the Old Course, Frank.
Ideal line, just hit your tee shot over the march stone. The bunker on the 11th green actually often comes into play, called the shell bunker. So anything a little bit right of that, but very difficult green for the approach shot coming up.
Look out left.
And there's rough over there.
And into the thicker stuff.
Let's see if he can bludgeon this one out.
Frank, this one is right and is wrong.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. That's got 5 minutes to find it.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
135 yards of golf to be played here on this hole. Frank, Hunter Mahan's built an impressive resume with WGC victories, a playoff win, and appearances at the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, one of those World Golf Championship events in the match play, he beat none other than Rory McIlroy in the final. He's been one of the steadiest players and one of the most efficient players tee to green over the last 5 to 10 years.
Now playing the second here at the par 4. Good swing, good shot yet again. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Well, that's all you want right there. Just lag it down, don't get too crazy, and now just a tap in left. Getting set now over the putt. Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Putt for par. He needs one. Nice par to remain 3 under. Drops for a par. So just a formality here. Three under on the day. Now to the par 3/8. Frank, what's the best way to go at it?
Well, for these players, straight at the flag. This is the first par 3 you'll see, and a good chance to make 2 coming up ahead. But we do see a lot of long putts here with an errant tee shot.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Birdie chance here on this very long putt. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that.
Long putt here. This will require a good touch. Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. You feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Ooh, almost fell. Just a few inches from dropping.
Sometimes the game just isn't fair.
Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under. Could use this one. This is for par. And he makes it for par. Just a little tap in here. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
And Frank, the Open Championship coming back to the home of golf this summer.
Yeah, and remember, too, the last time it was here, Louis Oosthuizen at the 9th hole, he had no problem driving this par 4. So let's see if you can do the same. If you can carry that last bunker down there, there's every chance that your tee shot can run onto this very flat green.
right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Second shot now on the way for Brant Snedeker. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Let's see what Hunter Mahan can do with this approach. This is the second shot at the par 4. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. But you have to like that. 4 under. Snedeker over the birdie putt. Four under on the day. Will make birdie if this drops.
Wow, touch of a locksmith out there, making everything.
Yeah, and the result, yet another birdie too. Totally in command.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Frank, this one needs to sit down.
Well, it's got no chance, Rich. This is still going up.
Hunter Mahan, second shot. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Second shot, good look at the green. That one is well off target. And getting ready for the putt. A great roll right there. Just a pure stroke right in the heart. See if Hunter Mahan can make a birdie. Oh, dude, that. Frank, you think about the great putters of all time. I think the one name that generally jumps up with golf aficionados is Ben Crenshaw. And he learned to play and to putt from his beloved longtime instructor, Harvey Penick, who taught Ben and Tom Kite and some others to play from, as he said it, from the cup backwards. You know, everybody loves power. We all like to drive it a long ways. But Harvey stressed the importance of the little shots. And obviously, it paid off with Ben Crenshaw. Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
We are about 170 yards from the hole. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Frank, that's just a really good putt right there.
Yeah, that's why you call lag putting. You get outside a certain distance and really your mind has to be about two putting and not trying to be a hero. It's a cruel game.
Trying to stay steady, make a par. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Getting set now over the putt. Showing no signs of weakness. That's a good putt right there. Stays at 4 under. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. Frank, how do you like the 12th hole here at St. Andrews?
Well, it's a beautiful par 4. You start to see the village of St Andrews in the background, Eden Estuary to the right, and also decision time. If you're long enough, it's certainly worth having a crack at this par 4 with your tee shot. But if you're not a long hitter, then you've really got to worry about those 4 beautifully and well strategic positioned bunkers in the middle of the fairway. That's an absolute beauty.
And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up.
Well, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Good swing, good shot yet again. The green here at the 12th is really the key. The shallow rear shelf falling away on all sides remains as fresh a challenge today as it did when Alan Robertson played it 125 years ago.
And of course, he was a professional that lived in the area, Rich, and one of the things that he did, he actually made some of these greens bigger. You would think that makes it easier, but when you put in some of these subtle slopes like what we see at 12, you realize it's not easier.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Martin Kaymer for birdie. Starting to really play well, -5. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Just a couple of feet. We're just playing a nice round of golf. Has that one for par. And now at 5 under par. Here at the par 4, 13th hole at the old course. Frank, what's the best play, power, or do you go with precision?
Well, you'd like a nice mixture of both there, Rich. If you can take those coffins out of play, that's the name for those series of bunkers sort of down the middle, then obviously you've got a much shorter shot coming in, and then you've got a chance to actually have a full view of this green. Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Frank, it's a hard game to play from the high grass.
And that's where he's been more often than not today.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Oh, that's off the beaten track. That's you got 5 minutes to find it.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Didn't cover the flagstick on that one, but on the green, safely, with about 30 feet to go. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Just a bit offline and into the bunker. And setting up here in the rough. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know, it might just go in.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
On the way. Oh, he's going to love it. Great putt. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Oh, hello there. Really nice putt. Snedeker has this for par. Has it for par, stays at -5. Frank, you can actually play this 14th hole by taking a detour to another hole on the front side. Explain.
Yeah, that's the fourth hole. The fourth hole is adjacent to the 14th, and if you're in a little bit of trouble off the tee, there's nothing wrong with playing the 14th as a zigzag style par 5. So that means the drive, if it doesn't go down the right, you go further left and then back to the green. But it's a safer way, but a much longer option.
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. We'll settle.
What a great shot.
Good lie in the fairway, and a good chance to make something happen here. Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit given the conditions, but once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze, but if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Little shaky behind the wheel today, Frank.
Shaky? Maybe put both hands on it?
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. And from the fairway for his second shot here.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Okay, here comes the third shot. It's about 120 yards. That's what's left. Playing a par 5, Frank, what happened on that third shot?
Yeah, it's a poor decision. But, well, hopefully he can eradicate that from the memory banks and really knuckle down on this. Do not want to drop a shot or make 6 here.
Frank, it's not about getting the ball close to the hole from that spot.
Well, he had no chance to get it close. I thought he had very, very, very little chance of getting it on the green. So given that, that was a very good shot.
Looks like about 80 yards left. Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Beautiful touch, nice putt. Birdie chance now for Hunter Mahan. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Impressive. Once again, that's a par, remaining at 5 under. Back here at the 15th, and Frank, this fairway narrows up in a hurry.
And it's also, there's a big crop of heather that sort of constrains you if you're going to hit it just straight down the middle. Only the brave go down the right side. That brings in those little bunkers called robs, and they'll rob your scorecard, that's for sure.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. Frank, ball is in the rough here. What are the problems on this next shot?
Well, this is really where the skill level comes in. A good part. This is where the good player separates himself from the rest.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Frank, this ball's in the rough. Anything you change in your technique when a ball's sitting down a little bit?
Yeah, you put the ball back a little bit further in your stance because you're going to get a bit of grass between the ball and the club face. So you have to allow for that and keep that club moving. That grass is going to be that grass is going to create a certain amount of resistance.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Oh, he's going to love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
Frankie has his own putting style, has what they call a pop stroke.
Yeah, a little bit like Billy Casper, but it's more the decisiveness. Brandt doesn't mess around. His first look he trusts and goes with it.
Settles in over the putt. Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there. Frank, the 16th hole, there was a time in my life when I was in fourth grade, I would have really enjoyed hitting the principal's nose. But that's not a good thing here?
Well, I'd like to think you graduated past fourth grade, but and if you did, then you'd be very aware of the principal's nose. You'd hit it left, it'd be a little longer in for your second shot.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design.
There's out of bounds over there.
He needs to get lucky. Frank, this is where a round can get away. You've just knocked it OB.
Yeah, that shot's never going to come back now, so he doesn't want to compile the error.
Now on his third shot after being penalized for going out of bounds.
Yeah, tough break really, Rich, on that last shot. It just got away from him. out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Brant for bogey. Oh, so close. Boy, that was just a lousy putt right there. No other way to say it. This from 7 feet. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Locked in on the read and the speed. Just a tap in to finish the hole.
You know they say you have to keep a level head?
Must you?
Well, what do you do when it's about to fall off?
He has this attempt for par. And he makes it for par. Frank, this may well be the most famous hole in the world. It's the road hole here at the Old Course, number 17.
Yeah, without doubt, Rich. The vistas have changed over the years. It used to be a series of railway sheds down the right, and you had to hit it over across those. Now you hit it off across the corner of the hotel. So blind tee shot, further right you go, the shorter and the better angle you have in. And you need a good angle in because you mentioned it, road hole, it's got the road hole bunker that sits perfectly in that left front of this par 4 green.
Frank, way offline all day long.
Yeah, this is a head scratcher, really. I've seen him play before. Normally much better than this. This is abnormal, that's for sure.
Always so nice, Frank, when that gleaming white golf ball is sitting up on those emerald fairways, the way this one is.
The game almost appears easy when one is playing their second shot from the middle of the fairway, and you quickly forget how difficult it can be. You look left or right, game becomes much harder. Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Second from an excellent lie. Frank, how did he do there?
Well, he's inside 30 feet, but 27 feet, it's not exactly what you'd call close.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. That's just a poor putt right there. No other way to say it. And a drop shot, a bogey at 17. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Oh, I thought he had that. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Do that, Frank. What a putt.
I don't go that far on a holiday.
Trying to get out of here without too many bumps and bruises. This one is for bogey. Blemish on the scorecard. A bogey. So just a formality here. Three under on the day. Frank, the 18th hole at the old course, when you stand on the tee, it doesn't look like much, but when you begin to factor in all the history, all the greats who have played, well, then it is quite the hole.
It certainly is. Remember the great putts like Constantina Rocca making it from the front to try and get in a playoff with John Daly, Jack Nicklaus driving the green. It's all been made possible by the ambitious player here. You've got to swing it across the Swilken Burn, out of bounds on the right and beyond the screen, but it is reachable. But the mere mortals, they'll aim a little left. They'll aim at the clock face on the R&A building.
Second shot now on the way for Brandt Snedeker. Oh, get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. This is a par putt for Hunter Mahan.
Do that.
Shouldn't be a problem here. So finishes the round with a 66. Just a couple of feet. Has it, and he's 2 under par. Well, Frank, how do you begin to sum up what we've seen at the birthplace of golf today? The course, the scenery, the weather, the play. It was really all vintage St. Andrews.
Absolute pleasure to play the old course once again, Rich. You can see how technology might have changed it. There's a few more par fours that are reachable these days for the longer hitters, but